Hi guys, I'm Nayara Sylvestre, and today I'm here with the player that came through Los Angeles, Nalguidan. So Nalguidan, say hi to everyone.
Hola.
So Nalgi, what's your real name and why you chose Nalguidan as your nickname?
Bueno, mi nombre es Facundo.
No, in English.
¿En serio?
Serio.
Pero mi inglés no es muy bueno.
Oh, go.
Bueno, está bien. Pero me da vergüenza hablar en inglés.
Tem que treinar.
¿Empezamos de nuevo o lo cortas?
Não, pode ir.
Bueno, está bien. Well, my name is Facundo. And my nickname Nalguidan is a reference to Illidan, the Warcraft. So I have a Illidan t-shirt.
Seems good. Just a moment. And how old are you?
I'm 25 years.
25 years. So tell me, what does your family think about you being a professional gamer?
At the start, at the beginning, they didn't like much, but when they saw I started winning tournaments and money and mainly traveling around the world,
Yes.
they started supporting me more.
You started as a League of Legends professional, right?
Not professional, but I play competitive, yes.
Okay.
And there I never won anything. So maybe that's why they didn't like.
Okay. How did you discover Hearthstone?
Hearthstone. I think I got a mail from Blizzard because I had Battle.net account for Diablo. I bought Diablo when it came out, so I had Battle.net account already. But I think I didn't play much that game because at the beginning, I don't know now, but at the beginning it was like once you complete the quest, the history, it was repetitive. You have to do the same for getting levels, so I got bored. But yeah, that's how I discovered. I asked for the beta because it was closed at the time. Well, they give me.
Okay. And what's your favorite class in the game?
Favorite class? I think Druid is probably my favorite. Maybe Rogue too, but Druid is the one that I have more ranked wins, and I think it's one of the class I never get bored.
And what do you think about Druid nowadays?
Nowadays? To be honest, after the nerf, I didn't play Druid yet, so I don't know how good it is now. It's probably still good, I don't know. Let's see.
Yes. And what's your favorite card?
Favorite card is Level now. You knew that already.
Yes, but the people don't know.
Yes, I know.
And have a reason for that, or just because it's green?
I think I don't know. I find it funny when I start playing. I don't know how it's in Portuguese, but in Spanish it's like "me encuentro mal," and I don't know. Every time I play the card, I used to say that. And now Blizzard, well, not now, like last year, they nerfed my favorite card, so now I hate Blizzard.
Bullet is hearing this. And of all expansions, what's your favorite?
I think I don't have one. I like I don't. I think I don't have one. I'm waiting for the Black Temple Ilian expansion. I think that will be my favorite for sure.
This will be your favorite, okay.
But in terms of gameplay and not like content, maybe. No, I don't know.
Okay. Have some class that you really hate?
I hate. I'm known for hating priest, but I think I don't hate priest, to be honest.
Anymore.
I just think no, I don't hate the class. I just always said it was bad because it was. But I think the class I hate most to play versus is shaman, because it's like they have a lot of options and it's hard to play around everything, and totems are really annoying, so I hate shamans.
Okay.
Also, the meta when shaman was the best class
Sí.
last a long of time. I don't know if it's well said. So I got like, and you were forced to play shaman because it was the best class. So
The shaman
I got
stone.
forced. Yes.
What's your favorite Death Knight hero?
Death Knight hero. I think every Death Knight is okay. Like everyone is different and have like funny, not funny, like
Excited
to play.
Excited to play.
Excited to play, yes. Maybe Warrior and Paladin are the worst in terms of that, like are boring to cast, but I think the rest are pretty good. Like Mage, you have the elementals.
Hold.
Priest, you have damage. Yes, Rogue, you duplicate your cards. I think most of them are pretty good.
Yes. And what are your thoughts about the last nerfs, the recent nerfs that Blizzard made? In general. Yes.
I think most of them were fine. Like I like when they make change, because the game, especially for like competitive players, the game gets bored when it's the same meta for a long time. This time they didn't wait a lot for the nerf, but it was like really needed, because you could see like Asia and Americas play of like out of 140 players, only one didn't bring Shade Reed, so that's like, you know, something is wrong. Let's see how they handle Priest now. Maybe Priest isn't OP. I don't know. Maybe new decks, like I think Secret Mage. It started to get played to counter Priest, so maybe, I mean, even when they don't touch Priest, maybe new decks that are good versus Priest come out, so let's see what's happened.
And we already see on ladder some different decks like that brings Rogue with the 2/2.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, I think that's bad for the game. The 2-mana card is toxic for the game.
Toxic.
That kind of cards that give you like a huge advantage for playing on Curve are really bad for the game. What can we do?
Yes. There are 5-side gatherings on Argentina.
Used to be a lot in the previous years, but this one we only had one in February, I think. So not many five-sides.
Yes,
I think I was told they are like planning to do one soon. I hope it's
happen.
it's right, because in Fireside, I don't know in Brazil because it's a lot bigger than Argentina, but here like most of the players are from Buenos Aires, so pretty much every player went to the Fireside. It's good to know people, you know, the community.
And when have the firesides, you go, like you attend to the firesides?
Yes, most of the times I go.
Okay. Inside the competitive of Hearthstone, you have like a player that you admire or use like inspiration?
Yes, I have a lot of players that I like. Most of them are because in the beginning of Hearthstone I used to learn a lot from them, like RDU and Shusayan. I used to like a lot of Reynald when Hearthstone came out because he was really competitive and he teach really well. I learned a lot from him. I like a lot of players, but yeah, Sixo, Asmodai, I don't know, I like a lot of players.
Nice. And let's talk about your playoffs and how it all happened. How was your trajectory until you got to the playoffs?
Like in my interior?
Yes, like I will make a second question. Like, what's your daily prepare for the tournament and how was your preparation for it?
Usually when I have like these tournaments, I take it like normal, but when the deck submission arrives, I take like 1 or 2 full days for Hearthstone to test everything I can and like see results.
How many times before?
Maybe 1 or 2 days before the deck submission. I know a lot of players use more time, but most of the players that use more time are because they work 100% of Hearthstone, you know? Like they have all the day for this.
Just to be clear to the people who are watching this interview, Nalguidan is an architecture student, so he studies at night, every night. So he also have these responsibilities besides Hearthstone. Yes.
Exactly.
So in the last ACT, which match you think was the most difficult on the whole tournament?
In terms of lineups or player or
you say everything.
Or I don't know. I think the maybe the last match of the first day, I think it was versus Fishy, and I don't know if it was hard, but I think was the round I was the most nervous because winning that round I went 5-1 to the next day, so it was like really important for me. I knew that 5-1 led me in a position where I could maybe lose the last round and still get in the top 8, you know? So I think that was the most important round. And also, it was the only one that I started losing. I started winning every other round. Even like quarterfinals, semi-final and final, every one I started winning the game 1, but that I didn't.
Yes. And what's your opinion about the regains when have the disconnections on the venues?
This time it went in my favor.
Yes.
No, but I had a lot of issues with this in the previous prelims, and even this one in the round 1, I had to regain a match I had won too. I mean, I can see why Blizzard forced this, but I think it's not the best way. Like, there is a lot of times when you have proof that the game was won, maybe not lethal, but your opponent had no way to come back. And it happened to a lot of players. It happened to me on the previous prelims.
If we are thinking this way, it's what's happening like with Looker in your matchup that he disconnected. Like on that match was nothing that you can do to win that game, right?
I know. I know. Of course, it's pretty unfair for him, but it happened to me too. Maybe in less important rounds, but well, it's not less important because if you lose the first rounds, you are out anyway. So, but yes, it's unfair. But I think the only fix to this is Blizzard making a
improvement.
Like, and yes, I mean, not in the rules. Like, the game needs some tournament mode and maybe some way to pause the games. Like, of course, in ranked you don't put this because but in like friendly mode they need to put like a pause feature or something. I don't know. They need to see that.
And which opponent you don't want to play against in Los Angeles?
I think I don't mind anyone. I saw all the players that qualified, but I think I don't mind who I played. I know that for the rules I will be in the group with one seed 1, and that's gonna be either Surrender, Pavel, or I think Trunks. It's a seed 1 in China. So I should saw that. I don't mind anyone, I think.
Okay. And what's the feeling of representing Latin America on this tournament?
It's pretty good because I saw the stream replay. I just finished to see the finals today. Like, I didn't have time. I watch one round every day. The casters mentioned a lot. Like, I was one of the South American players, and like, I think showing that the region had good players, it's good. So I like it. Like, they were even saying that, yeah, we always say NA, but we have another players in South America too.
And what keep you motivated to play competitively? And now, what's your biggest ambition inside Hearthstone as a pro player?
Usually, I don't like to quit things, like, in every aspect of life. So I think that's why I keep playing Hearthstone, and when like maybe some months I don't do well, but yeah, I think I can keep play Hearthstone at least for now. I don't know what's my how was the other question? My biggest ambition as pro player. I think all this time was like this, to qualify for an event like this. So now I want to make top 4 and go BlizzCon, of course. Well, not BlizzCon. It's like World Championship.
World Championship.
Yes. No, I want that, but I will be pretty happy even if I lose. I mean, this is even qualifying is like already
the dream.
Yes.
And last question. You have to be careful in what you're going to answer. You
didn't ask a question that people usually do. That I was watching your chat now and so Like, why is Make Mage the best deck in the history of Hearthstone?
Why is it?
I don't know if Bullet knew that was my favorite deck
Yes,
in the
of
history of
course he
Hearthstone.
know, because we do all the study in Copa America, and I
Right, he knows.
remember that you said it.
Yeah, I like Make Mage because, as I said, I like funny cards, and the mechs were every mech was funny when you play. So playing Make Mage was the best, and also you just play minions and hit face and win games. That was
Good.
it's nice.
Last question. What do you think about Brazil? Look the face of this person to answer this question.
About what? About players or like country in general? Well, I'll answer in general. Like, I've been 3 times already in Brazil. I really like. I mean, I don't know much of the country like touristically, but the people there was always nice to me. In Hearthstone related, I think Brazil, maybe some of the players, like the most known players, are getting like away from Hearthstone. I hope they come back, because there is a lot of players that I respect a lot. Usually, when people ask like what's my top players from Latin America, I had these Brazilians always. I don't know.
Like who?
I hope they come back, or maybe new players come out. I don't know.
Yes, I think so. And what's the name of the Brazilian you always say? Like best, one of the best Latin Americans.
I think the best Brazilian right now is Race. How do you say? Hayes. I think Hayes is the best Brazilian player right now.
Okay. So, leave a message for your fans.
Well, I don't have much words. Just thank for the support always. I hope you see me playing in Los Angeles and cheer for me.
Vote for him on the champions.
I promise packs. Well, no, I don't promise. I promise.
Tá clipado. So, thank you so much for making the interview with us of the Mulligan. And we hope you came to BlizzCon World Championship, and we wish you the best of luck and right holes.
Muito obrigado. Muchísimas gracias.